Okay, people, after 375 years, we have finally received the squad list for the World Cup qualifiers that's going to be taking place on October 10th against Bermuda in Bermuda and October 14th against Curaçao in Curaçao. The list is out, so I'll get straight into the list. So out the gate, we have Mr. Wayne Frederick Jr. or the second, Dante Seeley, Justin Obikwu, Justin Garcia, Andrew Ampassad, Rio Cardines, Real Gill, Jabari St-Hilaire, Denzel Smith, Noah Powder, Kyle Overy, Isaiah Lee, Molly Khan. Wow! Finally! Mr. Jabari Bryce, Darren Payne, I'll get back to him because he is technically a newcomer. It's going to be his first time within the, being integrated into the team. He was supposed to be integrated in the last time, the last set of rungs World Cup qualifiers, but he apparently got injured or something. So Kobe Henry, Jorin Jackie, Josiah Trimenham, Andrew Raymond, Stephen Yates, Daniel Phillips, Nathaniel James, Kevin Molino, Levi Garcia, Ryan Telfer, and Mr. Tyrese Spicer. Now, came back into Mr. Darren Payne. Again, he is the newcomer. So, on the foot mob right now, I see that he listed at 6 foot flat. He's a 6-footer. He is right-footed. Market value at 951K. So, mainly his primary position, and this is actually a shocker. I thought he was a centre back. Apparently, he's a right back, and he plays for FC Volendam. So let me go through his career. FC Volendam is actually in the Dutch Eredivisie, so he's a part of the 6th best league in the European setup. So he started off at I don't know how to pronounce that word there. I can put it up on the screen. I ain't gonna butcher that word there. But then he then moved on to Young Volendam, and he just went through the ranks straight up into the senior team, basically. So, yeah, last season he got like 33 appearances, which is really good. Even had a goal, even had 3 assists. So, yeah, that is pretty much Mr. Darren Payne. So, we're looking forward to seeing him. I actually thought he would have been a centre-back because we have been crying out for centre-backs, but I guess we might just still be working with Josiah Trimenham and Mr. Kobe Henry in the middle. I don't know if it is, he can invert into the central position, but I don't know. We gotta wait and see. But again, going through the list, it's nice to see Wayne Frederick. I think that he had a very good cameo in the Jamaica game started. Everybody was like, Wayne Frederick. But when he came on, amazing game. Dante Seeley, he has been the man in form. And his free kicks have been impeccable during these past games. He scored like 2 free kicks. He had one where the commentator didn't even believe that he scored. He was just like, wow, just flash up into the roof of the net. And he actually have a very decent free kick technique. So I really looking forward to see Dante Seeley on the set pieces moving forward for Trinidad and Tobago in these next 2 fixtures in particular, which are very important fixtures. Of course, Justin Obikwu, I saw he score a goal for his team. Again, still I haven't seen much of Obikwu, but I don't see why he shouldn't be a starter in his striking position, even though me personally, I still will run Levi through the 9, but it is what it is. I'll get to that. Mr. Justin Garcia, Mr. Shiggy himself. Now, I wouldn't put it past Shiggy to be the starting centre back, bro. Yeah. I feel as though like Shiggy has a bit more composure on the ball, and I feel as though that's gonna be very important for the Curaçao game. We saw how Trimenham was a bit shaky with the ball distribution, and it kind of led us to not having efficient passage of play, if you understand what I'm saying, because you were just end up having to hoof the ball because the ball bubbled up under your foot, and and I wouldn't say that Shiggy is bad defensively. Shiggy pretty decent. So it's a toss-up for me because I like Trinidad. I really like Trinidad. I think he's a colossus in the back. But I wouldn't go far to say that Shiggy should just be the second choice bench centre-back. I wouldn't go as far to say that. Andrea Passard, Seal, for me, has been one of Trinidad and Tobago's best players throughout the years. Even during the Angus Eve times, I always liked Andrea Passard. Rio Cardines, my guy. Got his play in the Conference League with Crystal Palace. You know, we're still waiting on that Premier League debut. But, you know, Rio Cardines is always a hard worker. He plays for the badge as well too. If it's one thing, if it is we notice with the Curaçao game, he was always there, just pumping up the crowd, saying, come on, say something. Because the crowd was a bit, you know, tame for a home game. But yeah, I like Rio Cardines, man. Real Gill, we saw him on the score sheet in his last game for Huntsville. So, and me personally, I would like to see Mr. Dwight York prioritize the young legs and the direct play of Real Gill and Nathaniel James. Let me get into Nathaniel James one time. Them two they need to start coming on more often as impact players. If it is the end starting them, make sure these guys touch pitch. Because tired legs against these guys here would always lead to proper results for Trinidad and Tobago. Point blank period. We need to start seeing these guys play more. Jabari St-Hilaire, goalkeeper, again, haven't seen much of him, so I can't really go in depth, but he has been a good servant for the club. Denzel Smith, my number one for me. I don't know how to go into depth with that. Denzel Smith, all day, every day, for me. Noah Powder had a very good cameo as a left back. Listen, the guy have a lot of haters, but when the guy step out in a Curaçao game there, he was damn near one of the man of the matches. Yeah, he was definitely one of the men of the match. So big up Noah Powder, man. Kyle Overy, it's nice to see him back in the setup. And he needs some type of a maverick role within these remaining games in the qualifiers. I think in terms of technical ability, he's up there. He needs to be seen pitch more. And I don't know how Dwight will go and do it, but he needs to see pitch, boy. This guy is too talented to be just riding on the bench, boy. Isaiah Lee. Now, crazy enough, I'm not going through the list here. I haven't seen Isaiah Lee Cock, who people has been crying out for all the time, Mr. Bongo himself, and it's actually a shame because they have been crying out for a striker. From everybody who I talk to, they say, yeah, Bongo is a proper striker. But I guess Mr. Dwight York sees something in Isaiah Lee as opposed to Isaiah Lee Cock. Now, Isaiah Lee, when he got his chance, he did score in the Cuba game. So, yeah, might as well. Mr. Molly Khan. No, this one here is a bit, you know, emotional for me because I take in Molly Khan, boy. They got actually talented in the midfield, boy. Yeah, I watch a couple of clips on them. I ain't just talking like, you know, the highlights, he score a goal and thing. I'm talking about the sheer presence in the midfield, like how he gets into the game. He always there for the second ball, the third ball, the fourth ball. He has energy and he has technical ability as well too. I could even say that he even deserves, if it is we're going in an attacking role, he definitely needs to be one of the tens. He can even play the box to box if he feels like. It's a shame that this guy was not in the setup from inception. I'm being honest with you. I watched the guy and I can't decipher any other midfielders within the Trinidad and Tobago setup that have been better than this guy. Yeah, Molly Khan definitely deserves his pick, and it's about time he get a pick. So Jabari Bryce, again, I don't know about him. Apparently, I can't see him on FootMob, to be honest. Went on, well, transfer market. They say he in Central FC. So yeah, we gotta wait and see when it comes to Mr. Jabari Bryce. But moving on, again, Mr. Darren Payne, I already mentioned him. He was the first person I mentioned. Kobe Henry. We saw his class. We saw his class when it is he started the game against Curaçao. We saw how of a Rolls Royce defender he is and how composed he's on the ball. He's a shoo-in for the next 2 years at least until that Grand Prix Law come out there. For now, he's spot seal. Jaren Jackie. Now apparently he plays in the Portuguese 4th division. again, I haven't seen much of him. I saw that Dwight Tuck play him as a midfielder. And I think that he listed as a like a defender. So I ain't sure about that. But we gotta wait and see what Mr. Darren Jackie offers. I trying to go on he football here now and nothing. He just blank. So yeah. I can't tell you anything about him. But again, Josiah Trimmingham, who I rate Josiah Trimmingham. I like him as a centre back. But the fumbling with the ball, it does give me a lot of concern when it comes to Mr. Josiah Trimmingham. We need to have some laser point passing when it comes to our transition from defense to attack, sorry. The build-up being too slow. The build-up just too slow when it is you reach Trimmingham and he has to be forced to just hoof it up the pitch now. I generally don't like that. But if it is, he has improved that during the training session. I don't see why he shouldn't start. But for me, I got like Shiggy and this brother here, Kobe Henry, in the centre back pairing. But I just go on YouTube. Dwight Tuck is the coach. So Andre Raymond, now it was a shock when we first got the news that Andre Raymond wasn't in the Curaçao team. The game against Curaçao. It was a shock. Hopefully he starts getting more game time, even though Noah Paula was really good in the left back position. But for me, he's trying to be his best left back, point blank period. Stefan Yates. Now, looking back on the Jamaica game, which he started, due to the suspension of Kevin Molino and Daniel Phillips, he was the next up in the midfielders. Looking back on the game, the Jamaica game, he wasn't that bad, you know. He wasn't that bad as people made out to be. He wasn't really good, but he wasn't that bad. So I'm thankful for his presence in the team, even though he's not really the most highly rated within the Trinidad and Tobago fan space, but he's decent. Daniel Phillips, now it's glad to have him back. Because when he was missing that Jamaica game, but if he was there, he and Molina was there, we might have been saying a different story right now. We might have been on 4 points. I'm being honest with you, but tank in the midfield, enforcer, gets in your face. I like him. Proper player. Nathaniel James, I already talked about him. Very direct player. Needs to be getting more minutes, at least as an impact player. I understand that he has been coming off the bench for his club and, hasn't been playing as much football as the others. But this guy here has been a true servant to the badge of the TTFA, the Trinidad and Tobago, the red, white and black. He has been putting in the work throughout all these years, and he has so much past performances that should give him this kind of opportunity to still have minutes while coming on, man. He needs to be an impact player, at least for me. Kevin Molino, El Capitano, his name is Molino. Yeah, for me, a lot of people going to be talking about here, he age and everything, and we've seen him with Defence Force, he still has it. Could still perform at the highest level. Kevin Molino is my cam all day, every day of the week. Levi Garcia, as soon as... No, this is my guy. Everybody know from inception, the first player I ever follow career is Levi Garcia. So any news you want on Levi Garcia, trust me, I is the trusted source on Levi Garcia. I would know from the horse's mouth. So as soon as the Jamaica game done, Levi Garcia busting in it like he crazy. Hey, if it is here laughing or cry, boy. The man going crazy up in Russia now. He busting in it. And I'm glad that he actually finding it himself. I feel as though like it was a mental thing that was coming on Levi Garcia. I feel as though like Levi Garcia has so much pressure on him. So much pressure on him. Because he is the talisman. He is the person we give the keys. And, so far we're nowhere where we need to be. And this is our golden opportunity. And being a talisman, especially within this generation, it will leave a bad taste in the fans' mouth. The fans who already don't respect him as much as they should, because I tell you, if you go around the world, they will tell you that brother Levi Garcia is a dangerous brother. And yeah, I feel as though he mentally going through it. But I want to believe that he has what it takes to lead us to the promised land. Mr. Ryan Telfer. Now, again, I has been seeing him scoring a couple goals for Halifax. You know, decent. And other angles, Evie was actually a pretty decent player. I wouldn't go as far as to say I was watch every single game with Halifax, but yeah, decent player. And people have been advocating for him to run in number 9 as opposed to Levi Garcia and put Levi Garcia on the right hand side. But again, it's debatable because he not bad. He not a bad player. He's actually decent. And lastly, Mr. Tyrese Spicer. Now, I don't know what has been going on with Spicer. Throughout the past games, Spicer has been, you know, he finds it hard to control the ball. Like he not like his full self when it is he playing with the national team. When it is he in the MLS, that brother is probably Ronaldinho, boy. Ronaldinho all day. But when it is he playing with Trinidad and Tobago, he finding it hard to control the ball and he always having the ball bubbling up on him. But Tyrese Spicer is actually a maverick, boy. This guy is really talented. And I hope that he puts all the doubters to rest, man. Like, he's way more talented to be having all the scrutiny under his name. So I hope that he becomes fully prepared. Again, I'm just a guy on YouTube, so make sure and leave a like, share, and subscribe. Follow me for more Trinidad and Tobago content. Yeah, and give me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this squad? Oh, by the way, I noticed that we still ain't seen Alvin Jones. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So no Alvin Jones. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, in my opinion, boy. Anyways, man. Yeah. Make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below.